We have a email, and I find it very, very vulgar, but not really.
Is it a 1-star review?
No, it'll be real quick. A female listener of ours, a lady of the ManFUzed Nation, reached out because there was a scenario. She falls into the early 30s bracket, and, she's a little unsure of how she feels. So here is the situation. It's kind of funny. When I read this, I was like, whoa. She met this dude like a month ago. They went on 4 dates. It was all perfect. Chemistry was good, man.
Yeah.
3rd date, went back to his place. He wanted to show me his cats.
Yeah.
Oh, the old show me your pussy
He wanted
move.
to show the cat?
Well, that's a red flag right there.
Yeah, I think if you're dating a guy and he's like, I can't wait to get you home and show you my cats.
Unless he's got a panther.
I mean, a lot of dudes like cats.
Yeah, I'm not, and then there's nothing wrong with a cat person. Anyway.
Kind of.
She went. Now, this is kind of where it gets a little creepy. I mean, if the events are unfolding like she says, showing her the cats, he switches off the lights one by one, getting closer, and she asked him to turn the lights back on and told him straight to his face, you're very nice, but I want to take this a little slower. Yeah. Meaning, I ain't banging you tonight.
This ain't happening tonight.
Right. So we agreed. They didn't do anything.
Right.
4th date comes. They had a long day out. So he put in that time. Typically, the number of hours it takes to, for someone to get comfortable with you if they're not going to bang you on the first night. We've talked about this.
Right.
A
couple weeks.
Yeah, well, no, but total like 10, 12 hours is you could go on 5 dates and it accumulate to that 12, 15 hour mark.
That makes sense.
4th date, long day out, went back to his place. This time she gave it up.
Ooh.
And here's the part where it got really weird.
Okay.
For her. She says, ManFUzed, I don't know how I feel about this. We had sex. It was great. Everything happened so quickly. I just let it happen. But when he was about to blow his load, I guess you would say, she put when he was about to climax, he overpowered me physically and came on my face.
That's kind of weird.
Like, he didn't pull out, and I get it, and I don't know if they were using protection. That was not disclosed. I'm guessing not.
Sounds like no.
I mean, if I was having sex with somebody on the 4th date, and whether I was using a condom or not, I wouldn't have climaxed inside of her because I'm not wanting a child, right? I mean, typically, I probably would have let it all flow on her stomach, or on her back, depending on what position we were participating in.
Or wherever.
But I probably wouldn't have been so bold as to pull out real quick and then scoot up to her face.
Just like put your knees on her shoulders.
She says he overpowered me physically and came on my face.
Yeah.
She said it's not like he fought me or something, but you get it.
Yeah.
It happened so quickly.
Yeah.
I was paralyzed. She said I excused myself, went to the bathroom and to get washed up. I went out, got dressed, and asked him to drop me by my car because I did not want to stay. He was confused and concerned, so I told him straight the fuck up to his face that he caught me completely off guard, and I feel like I was treated like I had no respect, like he did not respect me one way or another.
Yeah.
Now, that's something you would see in like a porn or something. Like, is this something guys usually do? No, not.
I think it's something that you should like have a discussion about. Like, even if it's just a quick, hey, can I come on your face? You know what I'm saying?
Right. I guess so. Right.
I mean, even if it's in the moment.
Right.
You kind of need to get permission for something like that.
I guess so.
Or maybe like, the night before, you're talking about stuff and you
I don't know that I would ever broach that subject if we weren't doing it, and be like, hey, you know one thing I really, really like and what I really want to do?
Maybe you're talking about like sexual fantasies, or I don't know. I mean, it's just like,
do you know what I want to do to you right now?
Yeah, I mean, it just seems
very cinematic.
I mean, I think that a girl who likes you, who's sexually attracted to you, who's familiar with you and comfortable with you, if you express to her that this was something that you had like fantasized about it.
That it really makes you happy.
If you saw it on a porn or something and you want to try it, you know what I'm saying? Then she's going to be like, yeah. Or maybe she's going to be like, no. And then that's going to bother you. And then you're not going to I don't know. But I mean, you don't just.
My wife, I'll be honest with you. First off, I've done that before.
Yeah.
It was more wanted. It was asked for.
Right.
And it wasn't my wife, and she would tell me to go fuck off.
Yeah.
Like it's just not something that she's into, and it's not something I've ever expressed.
And so then, what then would be the consequences? This is going to be something new in the Kaylee bedroom. You've got a new challenge on your hands.
Oh God!
I want to know if you live or die.
If I did that, and then just scooted up real quick.
Yeah, held her down.
Or not even held her down, just
physically overpowered her.
No, I mean or just scoot up to where she'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, and then think about it's the first time you've ever been with this person. You know, that's always a pretty awkward. Even if it's good, still awkward.
Unless they're asking for it.
No, I mean just sex.
Yeah.
The first time you have sex with someone. Now, of course, maybe you're drunk and then like it's whatever, but still, you know.
So he said that he apologized, promised he would not do it again. She says, blah, blah, blah. He also said it was just spontaneous. And she asked him, oh, is this something you usually do? What the fuck?
Yeah.
She said, I feel like I was 100% with him the whole time until this happened. She was at 100%, like she was into him. Until this happened. Now she just wants out. She feels humiliated, disrespected, and she doesn't really want to set the tone to allow someone to treat her like that. Now,
it sounds to me the way in which he did it, which we don't know, in the way it made her feel.
Well, she says he overpowered me physically.
Which means that maybe she was kind of like, oh, wait, what do you like?
Right, yeah, and then it was like.
And then he was like, no. This is what I'm doing. Not that he said that, but like, you know what I mean?
Or yeah, if he just
maybe she tried to squirm and he
just put his
said,
weight
you're
on
not
her.
Squirming.
Or just put his weight on it.
This is about to happen.
I just have so many, it seems like a porn that's just unplaying visually in my head from the words. I would say block his ass. I wouldn't see him again.
I wouldn't either.
I mean, that seems like the beginning of. Yeah, if he's showing you that aggressive side without...
Well, he's objectifying her.
Yeah, basically.
You know, I mean, he's objectifying her. Like,
and there's some women that want to be objectified, and that's a turn on, and that's hot to them. And if that's the case, they will let you know that that's what they want.
100% when they feel comfortable with you. You know, I mean, women... I don't know much about women, right? but I've always done my best to treat women with respect.
As you should. And,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they deserve it.
Absolutely.
Any person deserves it.
I want to be treated with respect by a woman.
I don't want someone to come on my face.
I don't want her to freaking jump up on my face and grind her beaver on my face. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it could be hot.
It'd be weird, though.
I mean, if I didn't ask for it.
If she physically overpowered you and just stuffed your nose, you know what I'm saying? Started grinding your nose. You'd be like, what in the fuck?
That visual, just, you can't even see my head. You're just like reaching for air. I need Adventures in Recovery.
It's just a little too much, man. It's just like taking it too far.
That seems like he's exercising it there. So he's like seeing how far he could take it. And if you let him take it that far, he's probably going to take it further. And he's probably going to disrespect you in another way that's going to make you feel degraded. And, and not your worth. So,
obviously, that's what he's into. So if you don't like getting jizzed on in the face, it's probably not going to work.
But if you do, he might be your guy.
He's probably your guy.
Yeah. All right, man. I think that does it.
Lunging for it.
You weren't expecting that scenario.
I wasn't. No, hey, get rid of him. There's plenty of guys that will have more respect for you than that.
Yeah, and that.
But I don't know, dude. I don't know what it's like to be a chick. But if I'm a chick, I'm holding out on dudes.
Oh, well, dude.
Because a dude will let you know who they are when you hold out on them for a couple weeks.
Oh, hell. When I was dating,
you know,
I'm not saying that I wouldn't sleep with somebody.
You would, of course you would.
I mean, depends. I mean,
well, not anybody, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, on the first
you're hanging
date,
out with a girl,
date.
she gives you the green light. It's your duty as a man.
Well,
to fulfill.
If the chemistry's there, you're feeling it, she's feeling it, do it.
Right.
You know, we're not talking we're like it's any serious relationship, but I knew from that point, chances are she was not girlfriend material. I could already tell you she wasn't going to be my girlfriend.
100%.
But the ones that, you know, made me wait. And I didn't even want, I wanted them to pass that. I don't know, you want to say it's a test. For me, it was a test.
Right.
Like, were they going to give it to me?
Right.
You know, whether I would do it or not. I like the ones that typically wouldn't.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, this is the ManFUzed podcast. You know, we are grateful for you taking the time to listen. Join the show. We want you to hit us up, manfused.com or 770-744-5227. We will talk to you soon.
Peace out.